Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome to the Big D Coins channel. This is Dylan, and I share with you some of the coins that are part of my collection and give you a little bit of information about them. So here we have the 1921 Canada 1 cent coin. Now you're probably used to seeing a lot of American coins on this channel, but I do feature some from north of the border as well. So this 1921 Canadian penny features George V on the obverse of the coin. The reverse of the coin, which you're looking at right now, is a little different than the modern Canadian penny that you're probably used to seeing. That's the design that you're probably used to seeing right there, which is the maple leaf and twig. This one has the maple leaf and twig as well, or I guess there aren't really any twigs, it's just the maple leaf itself. But there's two of them on the left and the right with 1921, the date in the center, as well as the face value, and Canada at the top. Now, these coins were made from 1920 to 1936. Their metal content is as follows: 95.5% copper, 3% tin, 1.5% zinc. So definitely cost more than a penny to make these, which is part of the reason why Canada doesn't make the pennies anymore. I imagine the U.S. Will shift to that as well at some point, as the mint's losing money for every penny that they make, and people really don't use the pennies too often. So in Canada, they changed it to round to the nearest 5 cents, I believe. So in 1921, there were 7.6 million of these made. That's a drastic fall off from the previous year. There were 15 million made. There aren't any mint marks, but I guess the 7 million, the drastic fall off should be expected, as 1920 was the first year, and generally the first year that these coins are made, the mintages are really high. The following years, it was around the 1 million mark for the Canadian pennies. So let me flip it over, and the obverse of the coin is how you can really determine the value of the coin for this particular one. Now I'm looking at the site coinsandcanada.com, and they have a rating system on there that's a little different than what I'm used to seeing, but I believe this would be a rating of G4, which would be worth about 75 cents. The G4 rating is as described for this coin. The band of the crown is almost completely erased. Only small details are visible. Major illustrations and features are evident as outlines, although the coin is overall heavily worn. So I think that fits this coin description right here pretty well. The next description above that says that there are some details in the beard, the hair, and the clothes of the king. Unfortunately, I don't see any details in the beard. Some slight details in the clothes, I guess, but I wouldn't say it was it met that next grade. So this would be worth about 75 cents, maybe 40 cents on the lower end. You can find these pretty cheap on eBay if you want to get one to add one to your collection. Or you can try and buy like a full book of them. Or you might just come across some coin roll hunting Canadian coins or United States coins, because sometimes these do slip into the United States rolls, especially if you're like me and live relatively close to Canada. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. Feel free to let me know how I'm doing if you have any recommendations for future videos. All right, best of luck with the coin collecting, everyone. Have a great night.